Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again. I know that I've been promising you guys a kidney video for a while, and I actually had to take the time to write out my notes because I wanted to be absolutely sure that when I did this video, I was going to get all the information that I needed to get to you guys, because kidney health is ever so important to me because of everything that I've gone through, and it's one of the things that I've had to tackle, and I really wanted to make sure that you guys got this information because kidney problems are such a huge issue right now. So without any further ado, let's get right into it. A couple of years ago when I was in the hospital, I had doctors throwing all sorts of words at me, your bun, B-U-N, that's spelled in capital letters if you guys want to Google it. Your bun levels are too high, your creatinines levels are through the roof, you got protein leaking into your blood. I mean, there was like all this information. I was like, I didn't have a clue what the heck they were talking about. But I remember they sent me to a specialist, a renal specialist, along with some other specialists that I had to go see. And I went to go see this renal specialist, and one of the words out of his mouth was, I think that you would be a great candidate for dialysis. And I never returned back. I never went back. A few years earlier, I had a friend that I worked with whose mother was taking kidney dialysis. And I remember doing her a favor, and I was driving her to the dialysis lab that day. And she told me, she says, Marie, if you could do me a favor, I would really appreciate if you could take me to go have my my will drawn up. I don't want my daughter to find out that I'm doing this. And I told her, I said, don't be silly, you're going to go through this dialysis thing, you'll get over it, and next thing you know, you'll be dancing up a storm. And I remember till this very day, like it was yesterday, what she said to me. And she said, Marie, don't kid yourself. She says, the minute you get into that dialysis chair, she said, chances are that you will never survive. It was 8 months after that I attended her funeral. And she was right. Basically, only about 1 to 3% of people that ever leave that dialysis chair will go back to living a normal life. Once you're in that chair, it's over, pretty much. Medicare actually will pay for 93% of dialysis cases, and they will approve them, even if you're not 65 years old. And this right there tells you how serious it is. I mean, they're willing to pay for this. So that kind of gives you some idea. Dialysis is normally suggested when your kidney function drops to below 15%. What's really funny about that is that your kidneys and your bladder, unlike your other organs in your body, your other organs, you will feel pain, it will let you know that there's issues, but your bladder and your kidney will not let you know that there is a problem until they are 80 to 85% done. So basically you have about a 5% window there to get help. So you know what, the best time to take care of your kidneys is right now. Take care of it right now before you ever get to that doctor and they tell you that you have problems with your kidneys or that you have to have dialysis, because then it's like it's a run. I mean, it is a run to the finish. You got to try to beat that dialysis chair. So it's better that you take care of this right now instead of later, especially if you have other family members, sisters, brothers, cousins, father, I don't care who it is. If you have another family member that has kidney issues, or you've had to see them have kidney issues, get into your kidneys now, because kidney weakness does run in the family. And there's a huge chance that you're going to end up with it in the long run. So if you're, especially if your mother or father or grandparents have had kidney issues, I'm a firm believer that I don't care if anybody does have kidney issues in your family or not, you need to take care of your kidneys, because they really do support the rest of your body. Okay, so next up is, where are your kidneys located? I love this question. I will go and see clients, or go and I have people that come to me and they need help, and I will ask them, where are your kidneys? I've actually had people point to like underneath their breasts, that's where their kidneys are. Some people on the side, other people believe that they're way down right where your waistline is. Okay, so your kidneys are actually located right at the base of your lungs. Okay, so your kidney sits there and the adrenal gland sits right on top, but they sit right below your lungs. Now, you have to take into consideration that, and I learned this when I was in the hospital from looking at all the x-rays and the CT scans and all the other numerous tests that they took. Your left kidney sits higher than your right kidney. And the reason that is because your left lung is smaller than your right lung, because it has to make room for your heart. So a lot of people say, oh, well, it can't be kidney pain because it's like way up here. I mean, it's like way up here where my lung is supposed to be. Do not misunderstand that. That is kidney pain. And because that kidney sits a lot higher than your right kidney. So please always remember that and keep that in the back of your head. Your kidney, basically what your kidneys are for, and this is, I know this is a very shortened, because I really don't like to keep these videos rambling on, and this is why I keep notes, because I like to stick to what I'm saying so I can get in there, tell you what you need to know, and get out. Your kidneys will balance your minerals, salts, acids. It will clean all the fluid. Any fluid that goes in through your mouth, the kidneys have to deal with. Dehydration is the biggest kidney killer next to protein that there is. A lot of people have a lot of illness, have a lot of sickness because of dehydration. Okay, and as you get older, your sense of knowing when you're dehydrated or when you're thirsty kind of goes away. You'll meet a lot of older people that are in their 60s and their 70s that will tell you, oh, I'm just never thirsty, because they kind of lose that. And so you have to drink water throughout the day, whether you're thirsty or you're not thirsty, because you need to get that water into your system. Another thing to remember is that your colon is your water reservoir. So if you are not drinking that water, not only are you getting dehydrated, not only are you doing damage to your kidneys, but when your body needs water, it's going to pull it from your colon. So you're going to get even more constipated, and it's going to make things a lot worse. So your body really needs water in order to survive. Your body has what's called an RA system, and it tells the kidneys to stop urinating, okay, because of the lack of water in your system. So when there is no water, and it's just like when you're trying to lose weight, right? If you don't eat enough, your body's telling, oh, well, let's save our reserves. And it's the same with your kidneys. It starts to reserve that water. It starts to hold on to that water. And you will start noticing your eyes getting real dry. You're going to start noticing your skin. It gets kind of scaly, right, and white, because it doesn't have enough water. It'll start weakening your arteries, because it's going to start pulling that water from anywhere that it can. It's going to cause edema in your legs. I can't tell you how many times, because when you start knowing about kidneys, you start realizing all this, that I go to the store and I'll look down at a woman or a man's ankles, and one ankle will just be really swollen, and the right ankle will be just fine. I'm like, oh, left kidney having some problems. So, you know, the body just tries to start holding on to all this water. And You're going to start experiencing weight gain, blood pressure issues, especially blood pressure issues, because it's grabbing on. It's just holding on as firmly as it can. You're going to have heel spurs. I used to have heel spurs really bad, and calcium stones around your ankles and around the back of your feet, because when you're eating too much foods that are too acidic, and the kidneys can't process all that acid, it starts storing them in your feet, and it starts storing them in your hands. So that's a huge indicator. And one of the things is headaches. A lot of people are always, oh, I have horrible headaches. I have horrible headaches. Drink water. Drink plenty of water, because what's going to happen is that it's drawing the water out of your brain, and that is like the ultimate of dehydration, is when you start having headaches. So that is a great indicator that you need to drink more water. Okay, so the next thing I want to tell you about is the things that are really bad for the kidneys. Overeating. When you overeat, it puts a lot of stress on the kidneys, because it has to, your kidneys are like, okay, I need this, okay, we don't need that, okay, that's toxic, that's okay. And it has to do a lot more work when you overeat. So try taking your food level down. I'm a huge advocate of Friday after you have dinner fasting and not eating again till Monday breakfast. Give your kidneys and your body a rest, and let them rest a little. Processed foods are horrible for the kidneys. There's just too much junk in there. Now, you pick up a can, you pick up any label, and you can't even read half the stuff in there, blue dye number 9, and this and that and the other thing, and you can't even pronounce half the stuff that's in there. That's a lot of processed junk that your kidneys are like, oh, I have no idea what the hell this is. It can't even recognize it. All drugs, and I cannot stress this enough, all drugs. I don't care if it's street drugs, I don't care if it's aspirin, antacids, synthetic vitamins, any kind of drug, antibiotics, anything is going to be very harmful to your kidneys. I've dealt with a couple of clients where I just had to walk away because they were having kidney problems. They went to the doctor, and the doctor told them, oh, no, it's not your kidney. You're fine. 99% of doctors out there have no clue what they're talking about when it comes to your kidneys. They are not educated in kidneys. I cannot stress this enough to you guys. If you are having any of these issues, please take care of your kidneys. Do not listen to your doctor, because by the time your kidneys start showing problems, you are done. So that is very important, and I just cannot stress this enough to you guys. So any kind of drugs, any kind that you put, aspirin is horrible for your kidneys. Tylenol, Bayer, any of that. Even down to vitamins. Herbs are not. Herbs are natural, and they're from the earth, and they are okay. But anything synthetic, whether doctor prescribed or over the counter, is just not good for your kidneys and will do serious harm to your kidneys. Alcohol is, I don't think I even have to tell you guys that. Alcohol is very damaging. Sugar is very damaging to your kidneys. Caffeine, energy drinks, not only is it damaging to your kidneys, but it's also damaging to your adrenals, which sit right on top of the kidneys. Holding your urine. There's bacteria in there. You've got to get that out. Do not let it sit in your bladder, because then will only have kidney infection, you're going to have a bladder infection, then you're going to have UTI infections. So drink a lot of water. Get that stuff flushed out of there. Soda. I cannot say enough bad things about soda. The soda, when you drink soda, or even Perrier water or mineral water, anything that has carbonation in it, the molecules in soda and carbonate water, your kidneys do not recognize it and they cannot process it. So your kidneys are constantly in a state of shock. They're like this every time that you are putting soda or anything carbonated into your system. It's one of the worst things that you can actually do for your kidneys. Water pills, diuretics, horrible for your kidneys. Your kidneys are trying to hold on to that last bit of water. It knows, your body knows how to survive, and you start putting these diuretics or water pills or anything like that into your system, and you're flushing out the last bit of water that it's holding on to, and you are not going to head down a good path. I guarantee you that, because I thought the same thing. Oh, I have edema in my legs, I'm going to go ahead and take water pills. I don't even want to discuss that. That's like a whole other video. Animal protein. I'm a huge advocate, and I have been slammed by people telling me, oh, there's nothing wrong with animal protein. There's nothing wrong with animal protein. Protein kills kidneys. I'm going to have a shirt made. I am. I'm going to have a shirt made, and I'm going to wear it around that says, protein kills kidneys, because it does. Any doctor that knows anything about kidneys, that knows anything about the bladder system, anything like that, anybody that in dialysis can tell you, protein kills kidneys. The more protein that you consume, the more uric acid that is in protein. The more uric acid that you put into your system, the worse that you are going to be. Usually after a high protein meal, you will urinate protein. Calcium for like 4 hours, because that calcium is trying to buffer that acid. Once your kidneys cannot process any more of that acid, and it doesn't know what to do with that acid, it's going to start storing it in your feet. It's going to start storing it in your hands. So chances are that when you wake up in the morning, your feet are going to be swollen and they're going to hurt. Your knees are going to be swollen and they're going to hurt. Your hands, you're going to wake up and your fingers are going to look like little sausages. Trust me, I know. Been there, done that, have felt the pain, and I know. The quickest way to get all that swelling to go down and that edema to go away, stop eating meat. Stop eating meat. And I promise you, all that swelling is going to start going down, because it has to go. Your kidneys will then have a chance to catch up and start spitting out all that acid. And that's about the best that you can do for that. Beer is very acidic and horrible for your kidneys, and soy products. Now, the other day I was at the grocery store and a lady was talking about her baby and saying that the formula that she was giving her baby was really, really bad. She was actually talking to a doctor, an actual MD, and she said, well, what do you think I should give my baby? And the doctor told her, switch him over to soy milk. Once you let go of protein and once you let go of mucus forming foods and you start eating very healthy and you put soy into your body, it is like a gas factory. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how gassy soy is, so I couldn't even imagine why you would give a child soy. Soy is horrible for the body, and it's also really bad for your kidneys. Okay, so things that are actually good for your kidneys. Water. Water, 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 water. I cannot stress that enough. Water. Spring water. I know a lot of people say, oh, you need to do distilled water. You need to think Mother Nature. Think natural spring. Nature never gets anything wrong. Spring water is the best thing that you can put into your body. Herbal teas also come from nature. Herbs come from nature, and herbal teas are wonderful for your kidneys. Watermelon is very soothing. I cannot even tell you. When I was told that I had to go into dialysis, the first thing that I did was I bought myself a juicer and I started juicing watermelon like it was going out of style. And make sure it's seeded watermelon, because there's something in the seeds that's also very soothing to your kidneys. And I was just juicing watermelon along with the seeds and everything else and drinking watermelon juice like it was going out of style tomorrow. All right, so do not wait till you have to go to the doctor and know that you have kidney problems. There are a few early warning signs that I know about because I went through them, that I knew about and I ignored before I went to the doctor. So I'm going to tell you what those signs are so you can start looking for them. Lower back pain. Lower back pain is not due to back problems and spinal problems. It's due to your kidneys. Lower back pain is usually caused by kidneys or by adrenals screaming out for help. I've had lower back problems since I was in my 20s. I was starting to have kidney problems since my 20s and I totally ignored it. Do not ignore your lower back problems. Please do not ignore your lower back problems. Groin pain. When you have groin pain, 9 out of 10 times it's going to be your kidneys. And that pain also runs down on the inside of your thighs and to your knees. Painful urination. If you have painful urination or you have brown or cloudy urine, you have blood in your urine, chances are that the protein is now seeping into your blood and you do not want that in your body. So make it a habit of every time you go to the bathroom, check that toilet, check your urine. Look at, especially, come on guys, you're facing the toilet. I've known guys that I've gone to their house and they've told me, oh yeah, I don't ever look at my urine. You're right there. It is easier for you than it is for women. Check your urine. Check the color. And check to see if it's cloudy or if it's brown. Make sure you don't have blood in your urine. If you have the urge to go and you go to the bathroom and nothing really comes out or you only get a little trickle, that is a sign that your kidneys are not functioning correctly. Middle of the night urination. Most people associate middle of the night urination with diabetes. If you go get tested and you do not have diabetes, chances are that your kidneys are not functioning well. Let's see, leg, facial, and hand swelling. I've already mentioned that. If you wake up in the morning and your feet are swollen, your hands are swollen, even your face is puffy and swollen, that's a good chance that your kidneys are holding on to water, you're too dehydrated, and they are not working properly. Kidney meridian pain. Your kidney meridian stems right here. It's not right down the middle, it's just in a little bit, and a lot of people will feel pain right there. Or right on the side of your legs, you're gonna feel pain too. That is your kidney meridian, and that's usually letting you know that your kidneys are not functioning properly. High back pain. Usually the pain, your spine sits right here. The pain that you will experience when your kidneys are not doing well are right at the base of your lungs, just next to the spine. You're gonna feel pain there, way up there, and it's gonna hurt. And chances are, it's gonna be hard for you to breathe. And the reason that it's hard for you to breathe is because when those kidneys start to swell, they push against your lungs. Foam in your urine. Foam in your urine is a surefire sign that there's problems going on with your kidneys. It's dumping more protein than your kidneys can handle. Dark, smelly urine. Something very common when the kidneys are starting to break down is sulfur, the sulfur smell in your kidneys, and you can kind of smell that when you urinate. Sparkling urine. This is very hard to see unless I even suggest, if you think that there might be a chance that you're having problems with your urine, is take a flashlight, and after you urinate, check the toilet. If your urine sparkles, that's called sparkle cell. It means there's a lot of bacteria going on that your kidneys cannot handle, and your urine will look like you just urinated pixie dust. So that's very important. And by the time you start seeing the pixie dust, you need to get on it, because that is not a good sign. So, healing the kidneys. How did I heal my kidneys? I started seeing a chiropractor. I highly recommend a chiropractor. I found one that was very inexpensive. He didn't take x-rays to start off with. Old-time chiropractor. I love him to death. I've been seeing him almost 2 years now. And what happens is when they align your back is almost like it sends out electricity to all of, it's like a circuit board, and it'll send out electricity to all your organs. And when that circuit board starts to break down or isn't aligned correctly, the electricity doesn't flow as well. So when you get adjusted, it starts sending all that energy back into all your organs, and it helps the kidneys, because it sends that electricity back into the kidneys and it helps fire them up. It's almost like those paddles that they use on you, to get your heart back started. Drinking plenty of spring water is a must. Chanca piedra is it's an herb, and it will actually help break down kidney stones. If you have kidney slush or gunk in your kidneys, it's great. It will really help your kidneys to get back online and clean all that out. There's also a product I'll be putting the link to these, to Chanca Piedra down below, and I will also be putting the link to a product called Kidney Stuff. Kidney Stuff is also, I used it and I highly recommend it. It's great for the kidneys. Baking soda. Baking soda, they've done tons of research on baking soda, and they've actually been able to stop people from going into kidney dialysis by using baking soda. And what you do is you take an 8-ounce glass of spring water and you put in 1 teaspoon of baking soda, Arm & Hammer. A lot of people will go out and get Arm & Hammer. I don't like Arm & Hammer because it's not natural. You want to go get like a Red Mill baking soda because it's organic and it doesn't have all the junk in it. And just chug it down. And it is very soothing to the kidneys, and it will actually help reverse kidney damage. Corn silk tea. Very soothing, very nice. Magnesium. Magnesium pills are a great mineral for your kidneys. If you want to pass kidney stones, if you have kidney pain, I can't stress magnesium enough. 2 magnesium pills a day will actually help your kidneys a lot. Radishes are wonderful for your kidneys, as is watermelon. If you really want to do your kidneys a huge favor, watermelon juice, radish juice. Radish juice can be really kind of radical. So if you want to mix it with like apple juice, that's great. It has malic acid in it, the apple's juice, so that's even better. Or if you want to, I do like an apple and a cucumber and then some radishes, but I get my radishes at the market, the outdoor market, organic from the farmers, and I just juice that, and I just drink it like it's going out of style for 3 days, and you will feel a huge help to your kidneys. So, but the one thing that I cannot stress enough is that one of the best things that you can do for your kidneys is your diet. As long as you're pumping dairy into your system, which is very mucus forming, very acidic, and as long as you're pumping meat into your system, and I don't care if it's fish, chicken, whatever, as long as it's from a dead animal, you are going to do damage to your kidneys, especially fish. Fish is very damaging to your kidneys. And as long as you're consuming carbonated beverages, soda, and as long as you're eating sugar, your kidneys are suffering. So, if you're just the average Joe that wants to clean up your kidneys, I mean, you can do the extra water, you can do the teas and whatever, but if you are on your way to that dialysis chair, you need to get radical. I mean, go raw. Go raw. Look up how to go raw on the internet. There's Dan McDonald is a raw foodist. Christina at fullyraw.com. She's a raw foodist. Love the girl. I mean, there is a bunch of raw foodists on the internet that can actually help you get to where you need to be. And if it's like that, I mean, when I have to deal with cancer patients, or when I have to deal with clients that are serious kidney, I just tell them, you don't have time to play around. You don't. You need to get on the wagon right now. If you, right here on my site, there's actually a link to my website, and you, or feel free to email me. I have no problems helping anyone that have kidney issues, and help you along the way. I mean, I have 2 people right now who email me every day, and I'm taking them through the steps on how to heal their kidneys and stay away from that chair. One last thing that I do, and I guess this is my disclaimer, is that in the beginning, when I chose not to have dialysis done, when I chose not to have the doctors help me, I did so in ignorance, because I did not know anything about kidneys. But when I learned and I became certified as a detoxification specialist, and I got all my certificates, and I learned all my medical and took hours and hours and hours of medical, I made the choice to go the natural route, knowing the consequences. I knew that kidneys could be rejuvenated. I knew that the damage could be reversed. But I also knew that at any time my kidneys could shut down, I would have to go to dialysis, and I would have to be put on a transplant list. But going the natural route, I had a 50-50 chance. There was a 50% chance that I might have to hit that dialysis chair, and there was a 50% chance that I could be better and be where I am right now. But the other route, the route where I chose not to try anything natural and head straight toward the dialysis chair, I knew that the only other place that I was going was to buy myself a casket and make myself my will. So, gosh, I hope that this video gets out to as many people as it possibly can that have kidney issues, because I am so passionate about this. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how passionate I am about kidney issues. And I speak about them everywhere. I mean, I've done whole food seminars. I will go speak about kidneys to anyone, anytime, any place, anyone that will listen. Because you do not have to give up your kidneys. You do not have to lose a kidney. You do not have to suffer in pain with your kidneys, and you do not have to suffer with kidney stones. This is all preventable, and it is all reversible if you are willing to do the diet changes that you need, and and head that direction. If you are willing to make those changes in your life, I can guarantee you that your kidneys will be strong, and they will be healthy, and they will be vibrant. Because it's taken me months to work on it. It's not something that happens overnight, but it can happen, and it will happen if you choose to take the steps that you need to take. So until next time, I have no idea what organ I will be talking about next, or what I will be talking about next. I have no idea. I just pull this stuff out of the air as it comes along. So until next time, please, everyone, stay happy, stay healthy, and treat your kidneys with tender, loving care. Until next time, see you guys. Bye-bye.